Hello YouTube and welcome back. Things have been progressing rather nicely for me today. I went ahead and put on the new op amp and I started playing around with the MOSFET. I actually made a test circuit of the MOSFET to make sure I have the pins on there the proper way. And then I got it hooked up on the breadboard, the op amp to the MOSFET with the 1 ohm resistor. And it seems to be working properly. When I go ahead and turn it on, right now, of course, nothing happens. And this is a bad kind of a test because right now I'm using a 9-volt battery for power source, feeding that through a buck converter to step it down to 3 volts, and then I'm measuring the amperage that I'm getting off the battery. And of course, the battery, this is an old battery. It's half dead, so it's not pulling through a whole lot. Not enough for it to really start registering on, when I start playing around with the potentiometers. But right there I can see the amperage that I'm getting off of that battery. And right now this is outputting 3 volts into there. And what I need to do is I need to get a couple of 9-volt batteries and hook them up in series to power my dummy load, and then hook my power supply up through my buck converter to then start measure, or for that matter, just hook my power supply straight to my test leads and measure the capabilities of this circuit, and switching it over from using the power supply to using a couple of 9 volts is going to be pretty easy. That's just going to be, a couple of gator clips and a couple of batteries. So this is working really well, and I have 2 op amps left on the circuit. So what I'm going to end up doing is taking the fan controller that I'd like and moving that, adding that onto the circuit that I have going on right here, and I'll be able to incorporate the fan into it. And I also got the 500K potentiometer to use with the fan control circuit to help control the thresholds, the upper threshold and the lower threshold. That way, instead of using just a set 500K or fixed 500K resistor, I'll be able to actually play with that. So now that I know that I have this together properly on the breadboard, I need to sort out my test load to give myself a nice a nice test, and then once I'm done that and I finish verifying that the dummy load is working properly on the breadboard, I will see about designing a PCB and etching a PCB to house this. And also, well, actually, before I do that, I want to get the voltometer on here. I found that for some odd reason the voltometer does not want to play nicely when I'm using it with this ammeter. What's happening is as soon as the voltometer is connected, it shorts out the ammeter, and everything still keeps working apparently, except I'm just getting a straight voltometer reading. So probably what's going on is I just have I'm just trying to put the voltometer in the wrong spot on the circuit. So I'll have to play around with a couple of options on that, see where I can put this to get it to play nice. And then once I do that, I'll probably turn the camera back on. So talk to you later.